Hello and welcome to Zelda 1 90% No Up+A. This is the tournament match between RaikouRider and Justinman114. We'll be getting started in just a moment here. You can let us know in chat how the sound is and how we're synced up. We got our racers here. We got RaikouRider, a accomplished rando runner, who's relatively new to vanilla. I assume he'll be running a blue ring route. We raced a little in the practice room at AGDQ. He's about on my level, so you can expect around 40 minutes. Justinman, veteran runner, he has a PB at 33, although he's a little rusty. He's been wasting his time with Zelda 2, so the race may be closer than the PBs look. Looks like our racers are almost ready to go. And they're off. Both racers beginning by heading towards level 2. Justinman's PB is on a 3 first route, but I think he does prefer to run 2 first in races because his 2 first time isn't that much worse than his 3 first time at this point.
You can see Justin going for left to right screen scrolls there, while RaikouRider is more walking through as well. It's something I struggle with, John. I don't know what you do. I have problems sometimes pulling off the left right screen scroll where I feel like walking through might just be faster.
Yeah, if you can screen scroll, it takes about 3 seconds to walk across the screen. So if you can screen scroll faster than that, then it's worth it. If not, it isn't. I myself, I usually scroll most of the screens on the way to level 2, but there's one you can just hold right and you'll pass right through a crowd of P-hats. So on that one, at least in a race, I usually don't scroll it. Sometimes I do in PB attempts. They're clearing out this Guerilla room. The Master Guerilla spawns in the same place every time if you take the same route, so you can kill him and the other guys die all at once. They both get bomb drops that way.
Justin got a nice compliment of rupees there.
Both opting to kill the Moldorms for the Moldorms key. They're on a 2 first route. There are a couple ways to route it, but some people prefer to skip the Moldorms and get another key elsewhere. Both runners getting the Moldorms key. It's Justinman clearing out the heading into Dodongo, the boss of level 2, just as RaikouRider just right on his heels in the room behind him. Justinman getting the Triforce grab at around 226. And RaikouRider about 8 seconds behind that. My guess is you will, unless Justin chooses to run Blue Ring. My guess is he will. No, he's not. So RaikouRider is going to have to stop to collect some money here. So you'll see the routes diverge a little bit. Justinman already grabbing the rock heart as RaikouRider gets the 30 from the Armos, and he will presumably grab the other 30 from the cave and the 100 in the northeast, along with that same rock heart that Justin just grabbed in order to get the money for his blue ring. Justin's already on his way to the white sword. Okay.
So Justin's going to deal with this Lionel right here. This Lionel is pretty much a big problem. If he hits you with his sword, you lose 2 hearts in getting the white sword. A couple different things you can do there. One of them being you can just wait for him to shoot the sword beam, then get up there in his face and aggressively push him back. Another thing is, based on what you do in other locations, he will spawn differently. Best way to do that is go up the ladder, scroll back, and then go back into that white sword screen, and he'll spawn in a different area, and you can just walk around him.
Yeah. RaikouRider had a little bit of trouble on the way to that northeast 100. The best way to handle that is to enter the screen transition at the top, lined up with the rocks, and then move a half tile up after you pass the first P-hat. You can get through damageless every time if you do it that way. RaikouRider, you know, he may know rando, but his vanilla game could use work, I must say. I shouldn't be mean. Sorry. Anyway, so RaikouRider grabbing the blue candle. He'll need that for further money collection. Justinman already making his way through level 1. That Lionel screen that you'll see RaikouRider come to shortly is, as Larry said, it's a tough spot. It's also a tough spot under tournament rules. If you die on the overworld, you must return to that screen immediately. If not for that rule, you could actually death warp there and save time after grabbing the white sword. But under tournament rules, it is one of the worst places to die, even after the sword, because you do have to go straight back on the overworld. If you die in a dungeon, you just have to return to the room you died in, or the room before the staircase if you die in a staircase at some point during the run. But on the overworld, you have to return immediately.
And you can see how much time eliminating the blue ring in a vacuum saves here, with Justin heading to the boss in level 1 and Raikou still running down there.
See both runners entering and exiting level 1 as they arrive. That opens up a key door at the top. RaikouRider also heading to grab that key to the right. That's easier routing. Presumably he'll skip a key later on the route that gives some newer runners some trouble. We'll point that out when we get there. RK in chat saying Justin hasn't picked up any secret rubies yet. Yeah, my guess is Justin is going to be just getting the 100 secret, and that's it. He's probably running a 2 first red candle route, so he only needs 140 rupees total since he's getting his candle for free, and he passed by all those 30 secrets, so he'll probably grab that 100 in the northeast on the way to level 5. That is it makes it so you can't route in the shopping as early, but overall, if you can screen scroll, it's faster, and it's certainly simpler because it saves on bombs.
Right. To follow up on that comment, that just means that Justin needs 40 rupees coming out of level 4 with that 100 to get everything that he needs. If somehow he does not get to the 40 rupees, there are multiple
40 rupees coming out of level 5. Well, yeah, 140 by the end of level 5. So
right.
Yeah.
40 out of 4, then picking up to 100 on the way to 5. But there are a couple places around.
So with the white sword, there are some guaranteed rupees in level 5 that you can get as a last resort if he's not up to 140 by midway through the level.
Yeah, and then there's a couple 30s around level 5 that he can bomb into, or the Armos one south or northeast of 2 he can dip down and get it as well in an emergency.
Yeah, he shouldn't need that. He's already at 29. There are 10 rupees free in level 4. And there's a if he has to go for the line for those Zulls in level 5, he can get a static drop of a 5 rupee there. Well, they'd probably rather not, but if he is low somehow. RaikouRider, meanwhile, sitting at a 146, which is about where he wants to be. He's going to, after he completes level 3, what he'll do is he'll grab the 100 secret out of the woods and buy the blue ring for 250. So he just needs to find 4 more rupees by the end of level 3, which shouldn't be a problem. With White Sword, the Zulls will drop plenty of rupees for him. And see him farming in that first room. And he has his rupees. Justinman making his way through level 4 already. They're all saying in chat it's hard to tell who is ahead here. At the moment, Justin is ahead. Although, Justin will have to finish in green tunic, so he has a higher risk of a death, so things can change at any moment. Justin clearing out the breakfast room, as we call it. Am I ahead? I'll try to talk slower if I'm ahead. All right, well, if you just saw Justinman do that swag crotch sword as he grabbed the ladder, that's then we're close enough. RaikouRider a little short on bombs, so he's fighting these 3 dark nuts, getting a little precarious here with his health situation as he heads into Manhandla. Justinman opting to skip the error key, which is a key on some routes above that's above that diamond rupee room, and RaikouRider unfortunately takes a death to Manhandla. He could go ahead because he has the raft, but he's opting to go in and take care of that monster before he leaves. See how he does on second try. Justinman, meanwhile, finishes off Gliok in level 4 and picks up his 4th Triforce piece. Oh, and he takes another death to Manhandla. I'm sorry if that was a spoiler. How synced up are we? RaikouRider going in once more. for round 3 with Manhandla as Justin heads into the World Wrap. It's a screen scroll into a ladder clip to go all the way to the other side of the map. Justin killing, or Raikou killing Red Darknuts, perhaps hoping for another, for more bombs. Did he get the bombs from the Keys chute? I'm not sure. And Justinman is indeed grabbing the 100 secret in the northeast. And he has 147 rupees, all he needs for shopping, plus a few for arrows. So he shouldn't need to bother with those souls when he gets to them in level 5. Where he is heading towards now. RaikouRider finally takes out Manhandla. Alright.
So 5 is a very interesting level for me as somebody who doesn't have tremendous amount of skill in the game. You got to deal with these Gibdos. You got to get around them. One of them holds a bomb, but more importantly, you got to clip into this room. Justin's got a nice spawn. Everyone stayed to the left. And then you have to clear a room of Dark Nuts with a green tunic and white sword to get the recorder. It's not that easy.
The ideal strat is to come in with a count. He was killing Keys probably to get up his count. Let's see if he can get the forced bomb in this fight, which would be ideal. No forced bomb, but Justin does get through the room, falling back on his sword a lot, and collects the recorder. As RaikouRider has his blue ring and heads towards level 4.
You can see Raikou doing his left to right scrolls based on positioning and not like a sword buffer. It's easy to do if, let's say, you can't really move your controller 1 frame at a time, and you get close enough. You can do either or. You can do the sword buffer, which gives you a little bit of leeway, I believe. You correct me if I'm wrong there, John.
Yeah, if you have a sword buffer, a sword buffered clip, you have about a 12 frame window. If you an unbuffered screen scroll has to be frame perfect. So, although some people end up finding the you can only sword buffer left to right. Some people end up, so in theory the left to right should be easier. Although some people end up finding them harder just because you do them less on some of the routes, but so they get less practice.
Justin gets a nice bomb drop there.
Yeah, which was very helpful on. Justin is running a little low on bombs. He will need to do some backup strats in level 7 to get them, because there are level 7 requires a lot of bombs, and that is coming up next on his route. RaikouRider, going around the long way, skipping the ladder clip. You usually see, if you may not be able to see in the dark, but that room is a T that you're not supposed to be able to get across as the designers intended. Without doing a clip, he opted to go around the long way, which takes a little longer than doing a ladder clip, but it's the same number of keys. And as RaikouRider fights Gliak, which is with the blue ring, isn't that tough a fight. You can kind of tank the damage. Justinman doing his shopping. So Justinman is heading into level 7 with 4 bombs. He will need another bomb drop. Let's see how he chooses to get it. I know what I'd do. He's doing it. So that strat you see Justin doing with the meat to group up the gorillas, I saw Breasticle did that, and I fall back on that a lot. So, you know, some people enjoyed it when I did that in my race. So Justin pulling out the meat strat. As RaikouRider collects a third 100 secret, which is that'll get him up to. That'll get him up to enough to do his shopping after level 5. He will come around the coast and collect his hearts and probably a potion. Justinman going down. I'm probably ahead, but he's going down to get the red candle. Not a big spoiler, even if I am ahead. And you won't see Raikou do that because he got the blue candle for money collection earlier. But in Green Tunic, it's slightly faster to get the red candle. It does have some drawbacks, as you'll see in upcoming rooms. And Raikou, indeed, getting that potion off the raft, so he has that in his back pocket as he heads into level 5. And Justin heading into the Wallmaster room. He's going to have some bubbles in the top and bottom rows. That spawn is typical of when you on routes where you get the red candle. So he's switching to arrows because the bubbles will take away the use of his sword. And he gets through it nicely. RK asking in chat, so Justin got the 100 instead of the 330s. Is that faster? If you screen scroll, it is faster, and either way, it saves a couple bombs, so it's not much slower. And the reason I say it's faster to use screen scroll, that stopping for the 100 north of start is a screen you can't scroll across if you stop to get that secret, whereas if you go straight down and scroll through across the start screen, that's an extra, 3-second time saving. RaikouRider leaning on sword strats in the recorder room as he gets his recorder. Justin now has the magical sword and is heading into level 6. Question in chat from Bugs Can't Hide. What happens if you enter level 5 through the tree instead of the Armos? Yeah, we saw RaikouRider do that. I'm not sure why he chose to do that. He may not know, but the entering through the Armos just saves an animation of Link going up and down stairs in the screen, so it costs a couple frames to go in the center entrance. Justinman in Magical Breakfast Room 1, you can see he pauses in a like, which is, sometimes we call that IHOP strats. The like does 1 heart of damage, but it also protects you from further damage while those whizzies are beaming you, so he was in a little precarious situation, so just taking a pause there is a nice little strat. Although Justinman is heading into Magical Breakfast Room 2 with well, he got a heart drop from the Vire, brings him up to 3.5 hearts entering Magical Breakfast Room 2, but a Wizzy beam will a red Wizro beam will do 4 hearts of damage, so he's in a little bit of danger here.
Yeah, and he almost put himself in a position to take a red Wizro beam too. Got in the stab just before it let loose.
Yep. Justinman getting out of Magical Breakfast Room 2 with half a heart. So we're... Oh, he... Justinman stopped to kill a Zol and got a heart drop, which is nice because... Oh, he died. Oh, he died anyway. Now, the Magical Breakfast Rooms will not respawn because they have bubbles in them. If you have when you clear out a room, the room respawns. If you leave an enemy alive, just that enemy is left there after you die. But the bubbles count, so those 2 rooms will not respawn as long as he doesn't leave the level. Of course, that doesn't mean he has to finish the level with 3 hearts, but fortunately, the breakfast rooms are cleared out, so that's not quite as tall an order as it might sound. RaikouRider farming on the overworld a bit to get the bombs he needs for level 7. He's he's all set on that front as Justinman makes his way back through level 2, or level 6, and heads towards Goma. RaikouRider clearing out the river room in level 7, just as Justinman grabs the Triforce in level 6. And now Justinman is heading to level 8, which is one of the more dangerous parts of the run. Justinman about to bomb his way into Blue Lagoon 1, named in part because of the lag that often happens with so many sprites on the screen, and but see how he does. You can see as RaikouRider enters the Wall Master room, you'll notice that the bubbles all spawned in the middle of the sea for him. That's because his route doesn't have the red candle on it. Those spawns are a little bit easier. They left him alone. So makes it a little bit easier to clear out those Wall Masters using just a sword because you don't have a bubble taking them away. Justinman clearing out Blue Lagoon 2. Doing a nice job as he makes his way through level 8. Justinman out of Justinman fighting Gliok in level 8 as RaikouRider picks up his level 7 Triforce piece and heads around to get the magical sword. Justinman opting to detour to grab a potion before he heads in. RaikouRider in Magical Breakfast Room 2, he gets a little bit of harassment from a bubble. He opts to throw down a bomb since his sword is out of commission for a few seconds. And gets through it.
I like how Justin thought he put the bomb in the wrong location, and then he went back to try to pick it up before placing another one.
Scott's saying MBR1. John, what did I say 2 or did I misspeak? Sorry.
It's a nice patcher one there for Just.
Justinman heading through past the old man, going into the next room, just as RaikouRider grabs his level 6 Triforce. He'll be heading to level 8 next. RaikouRider heading into Blue Lagoon 1 in level 8. Justinman heads into a Reverse C in level 9. Clears out that Reverse C nicely. Ooh, and he went through the double block clip through the... save a little time at the end of that Reverse C. Very swag and very cool. As he gets the silver arrows, RaikouRider, meanwhile, in the second Blue Lagoon back in level 8. Justin gets harassed by Likes a little bit, but makes his way through it. Just as RaikouRider finishes off level 8.
Yeah, just needs to be careful with the red Wizrobe beam, and he's going to have the potion on ready now.
Yep. Potion's just in the nick of time as he clears out the trap room. RaikouRider heading straight to 9. He still has a potion in his back pocket. I don't believe he's used either refill yet, so he got that potion off at the raft location, so he's good to go. RaikouRider bombing his way into level 9 as Justinman clears off Patra 3.
How about coming back on screen there, Patra? There you go.
Yeah, Patra was a little bit trolly about hiding behind those stairs, but we're through it and we're into the Ganon fight. Very nice. Justinman finishes off Ganon, saves Zelda with an official SRL time of 37:06. Nice clock drop in the next room for RaikouRider as he makes his way through level 9. And we will get Justinman in for to talk about that run, although he's saying that he wants to join after Raikou finishes. Fair enough. So we'll keep our undivided attention. As RaikouRider heads into reverse C. RaikouRider stayed on the bottom row, which is not always the wisest move in reverse C. You can get cornered by bubbles, but he got through it, and he has his silver arrows.
See Redbird Grad bringing up a good point. He does need one bomb.
Oh, that is right. He has 2 more walls to bomb open to beat this game, and he only has 1 bomb left. Let's see how he handles that. Stopping to potion in the like room. Probably gonna kills a couple of red Wizros, probably hoping for a bomb drop. Does not get it. And he got and there it is. He got a little bit lucky there, but he has the bombs he needs. And RaikouRider heading down the stairs and into the Patra 3 fight. Playing it very safe. He menus to potion on the way in, so he can potion during the Ganon fight if he needs to. With blue ring, Ganon hug does 2 hearts of damage, and he does get a little bit affectionate with Ganon, so does opt to use that potion. And RaikouRider finishes off Ganon and saves the girl with an official SR time of 42:02. Get your GGs out in chat. And let's see, we have... looks like we have Justinman and RaikouRider in the commentator's booth with us.
42.
Nice job.
42 with what? 3 manhandla deaths? That's so absurd. After those manhandla deaths, I had 4 gold splits in a row and 5 of 6.
Wow.
Why can I not have this in like a run that doesn't die to troll handla?
Well, Justin had a little
6.
Yeah, Justin had a little bit of trouble in breakfast room too, but
It was really breakfast room 1 that screwed me. I lost most of my health in there. I pretty much knew. I was thinking about dying on purpose, honestly, after that room, but After the second one, I should have beat the level. There's no reason to not beat that level when you.
Well, you were on half a heart when you left, so
I don't care. That's not an excuse. I shouldn't have got hit by a fire. You shouldn't die after that second breakfast room. There should be nothing that hits me. But they were jumping over my swords and just got nailed.
That whole debacle with Manhandla was embarrassing.
Yeah, I was listening. I heard that you died a couple times there. I didn't see it, but
that should never happen.
Well, everyone will always die to Manhandla sometime.
Not that many times.
Well, I wondered if you might opt to leave and come back, but
I would have to go back to Manhandla's room and then leave.
Well, you have to kill Manhandla anyway to beat the game, so.
No, I meant, like, I would have to go back to Manhandla's room before I could, like, go anywhere else in the dungeon.
I don't think that's the rule.
No, that's not correct.
That's not the rule.
That's not how it works? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just in the overworld where you have to fall back to that exact place immediately.
Oh, I thought it was in the dungeons, too.
Yeah,
okay.
no, I think we've already seen people, like, when they die to Handler, they'll just go, like, top route or whatever to get more bombs, and then...
Yeah, I had to... I ran out of bombs in my race, my first round race, and I had to death warp out of level 4 and come back.
I didn't have too much bomb trouble, necessarily. Just Manhandla trouble mostly. The rest of that run was fine.
Yeah, I had some bomb trouble in 5, and thankfully I got that lucky bomb from the Gib. Like, the Dodongos just ate all my bombs when I was trying to smoke them.
I guess I had a little bit of bomb trouble in 9 as well, because I entered level 9 a bomb short.
Armageddon time asking in chat for what your favorite prepackaged lunch meat is. You're welcome to answer or ignore that question at your pleasure.
That's a tough question. I don't really buy prepackaged lunch meats, not gonna lie.
I used to have a lot of bologna way back in the day. But
it's probably a Canadian thing. You can ignore them. That's an SHI tournament question.
Probably.
I'm a ham kind of guy, I guess.
Probably.
Want to go there, maybe like a honey ham or something.
But I figured... So, I know this has been brought up several times, but Justin, when is Rando Race?
When is Rando Race? If I could finish a rando in like under 2 hours consistently, even though most people take like 1 hour to finish them. So
yeah, I'm usually about for bracket flags like hour 20. It depends, but bracket flags are hard.
Yeah, it's too hard for me to go fast with rando. It's hard enough for me to go fast in a speed run, as you can see.
Yeah,
I know the game inside and out here, so
it's a totally different skill set.
Yeah,
there are some things like combat carry over, but
Rando is for deviants. We're here to play the real game. So, so thank you for a very nice race. Congratulations to both of you, GG's guys, and we will have let's see, who do we have coming up later? I have a zillion windows open. Bobby for Fries and Mad Bomber at 11 p.m. Eastern time tonight on Speed Gaming 3 is the next tournament race. There are more races coming on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just way too many to name. So watch here at Angry Larry's channel, JSR's channel. Some of them will be on Speed Gaming. This tournament has a long way to go. So these guys will both be back. Justin Man will be. I don't know, Justin. Are you you 1-1 now, or?
Yeah, I'm 1-1, I guess. So we'll see what happens.
So Justin Man will go into the 1-1 brackets and 1-1 round. RaikouRider will go into the 0-2 round, and we will all be back to check out those races. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon. Thanks to Angry Larry for the race stream, and thanks to our racers, and thanks for everyone for joining us.
Hopefully with some more blue ring runners next time. Thanks.
Have a lovely afternoon.
Special shout outs to John Tabin for those meat strats, by the way.
Yeah,
I did yours, but that's where I got them from. So.
I did enjoy that.
Yeah, I needed it, so helped.
All right,
thanks, guys.
Later.
Take it easy.